Today is going to be one of those crazy episodes. One of those crazy episodes where the amount of stuff we accomplish is mind-boggling. Today, we're gonna build all of level 3. It's ready, it's designed, it's done. We are ready to bring it onto the server today. It is huge, it's amazing. It is the Black Mines. And it's gonna take up pretty much this entire chamber, with the exception of over there. It's gonna stop right before it hits that wood, but it's gonna be from like here over to here and all around here. Now the building alone is probably gonna take at least 20 hours, but before we can even start that, I've got some digging to do. I did my best to kind of fit it into this area here, but we gotta trim a lot of stuff out there. We gotta trim some ceiling out. I think we gotta trim some of this out over here. We got some diggy to do. And yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly excited. I'm incredibly excited to get this in. I love the level that we're gonna build today. I think you guys are gonna absolutely love it. I can't wait to show it to you. I can't wait to walk through it and give you the full tour. So I think it's head down dig time. I'm gonna probably take the rest of today and get this dug out as much as we need to. Back from the digging, and while we were in the hole digging away, we were visited by a friend. None other than the hot guy himself stopped by to drop off an autographed copy of his new merch, which I absolutely love. If you haven't seen Scar's latest video, you absolutely have to go check it out. It's amazing. But I was talking to Scar, and I think there might be some exchanges, some bartering possibly happening. I don't have many diamonds, but I think maybe we'll trade him some decked out keys for some of his merch, because I love it. So we got a new rug in our storage room. It's not going anywhere. I love it. And we've got a giant hole that has been dug here. It took me all day to dig this out. It doesn't look like that much, because it was a lot of air already, but it took all day. I've never sped up a time lapse as much as I did this one, because digging deep slate, not fun at all. And in addition to digging the massive hole, we had a very productive live stream just today, actually, where I finally closed off this area, connected the loop here, and we have the entrance to the Black Mines. We've got little skulls, condemned and everything. I love it. This is great here. So we followed the same pattern. The copper, the oxidized copper, is the kind of the vault door showing you that you're about to go to a next level here. And this area here is Ravager proof. Now we had to add this stalactite here so that the Ravagers couldn't get through there, because obviously we don't want them going down to level 3. And then of course this whole area back here with the lake and everything is already Ravager proof. So I don't have the actual keys yet, so instead we're using rockets as our key, because it was the first item I had on hand, and boom. Yep, we kept the Zelda tune because it's amazing, and why not? It makes me so happy. And we did this whole area in stream here. We got a staircase that goes down, cuts the corner. We kept the same exact stair design as going from level 1 to 2. And by the way, fun fact, this is the last staircase. There is no staircase going from levels 3 to 4, and you'll see why in a little bit. You turn the corner here, and then right here, this is going to be the entrance room to level 3. The Black Mines. So we've got our resources all collected. We've got the massive hole dug out. The only thing left is to start the massive task of building all of level 3 of Decked Out. here we go. Here we go. Let me take you on a little tour through the Black Mines. This is descending down into level 3 now. And before we get going, hi ZF. Before we get going, a couple things I want to mention. The Black Mines are an abandoned mine shaft. The miners dug too deep. They dug into the warden's lair down below, and the wardens came up, took over the mines, and as you can see, have begun infecting it all throughout with their skulk. The next thing I'd like to mention is that I got help with this level. I want to be forthcoming with that. I normally like to do things all by myself, but given the time sensitivity and the urgency with which I really want to get that decked out done, I looked upon some of my amazing builders from my Patreon server, got their help. So big shout out to TP, Zalvi, Cashmere, and Cable Guy. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the help in getting this all put together. So let's go. This is the entrance room right here. This room and the room to my left here are warden free. Wardens cannot come into this room. Some Ravagers came down here to try to take back the place. They didn't make out too well. But yeah, this first room here is warden free, and that is because, I mean, it'd be a bummer to come down here and have a warden staring you right in the face. You know, this way here you have a choice. You can go that way or that way. So this first room, and quite honestly, the entire level here has just a huge amount of detail, way more detail than levels 1 and 2. That's why I'm absolutely just loving it. We got a little banner here that telling you that this mine shaft is condemned and it would be unwise to travel down here. Going to the left here, we have like a little just kind of ante room where you can like hang some tools and stuff. I want to hang some tools on like some, you know, on these little like hooks here and things like that, like invisible armor stands, I think, like a pickaxe or something like that. I think would be good. A little drop, a 2-block drop down here, intentional, for jump boost into this little transition room. But going straight across the main entrance here, we immediately get to the mine tracks, and this is a main area of the dungeon here. We have here, this going down here leads into a kind of a split here. Level 1 straight ahead, level 2 down below, and level 3 to the left. I should say floor, not level, because this is level 3, the Black Mines, but there are 3 floors within this this particular level. It's large. But before we even get to that, there's this room over here. This is like the ore loading zone. This is how ores would have been like removed from the dungeon. We have this like crane or hook from the dark depths up above there that was like lower down here, and the ores would be lowered or driven in here, put into their corresponding holding cells, and wait to be delivered. I try to make the entire dungeon honestly look and feel like it was actually functional. Okay, so I don't think we'll have time to do the entire dungeon, or we'll have to just go quick through the rooms because there's a lot. But if you want to see a full extensive tour of the dungeon, there is a live stream I did over on my second channel on Tango Tech 2. I'll try to leave a link on the screen or in the description and everything. Go follow that, subscribe, and watch the entire thing where I talk in depth about the entire design. Okay, so level 1 immediately opens up into a triple tier grand hallway, I guess you could say, with like a lot of crossovers and everything down below. You can see all 3 levels here. All the way down there is floor 3, floor 2, and we are on floor 1, all being held up by these massive chains and support systems and everything. And then off on each edgeway here, it basically immediately turns into the dark, and this is where the mines got its name, the Black Mines. Now, the first interesting thing I want to show you is all the way down at the end here, looking down, you see all those copper blocks there? That actually is the entrance to level 4. I'm gonna put like all of those on like double piston extenders, and that whole, what is it, 5x5 area is gonna open up, and you actually jump through there to get down to level 5. So it is kind of like a vertical floor exit to level 4. And the other interesting thing is there you can put the key to level 4 right here. You can put it right there, and there's another one, you can't really see it. There's another one down on level 1 down right around there, so that you can put it in as well. And these are all connected with a hopper chain, so wherever you get the key, you can put it in whichever barrel is closest, which I kind of did that on purpose because quite honestly I think it'd be fun for people to put the key in up here and just jump from up on the top floor. I think that'd be great. Now off the main hallway here, on the sides everywhere, there's all these little like rooms with like kind of dead end rooms with a lot of detail. Like this is an old abandoned kind of like barracks or just resting quarters with like extra bedding and bunk beds and everything. Got another one over here. here. This is like an iron mining room with a little bit of desk work and everything. You can see it's the cobwebs and everything. It's been abandoned for a while, and you can see here there's a good example of the skulk. It's just taking over and infesting the entire dungeon. But we got this nice little drill technology here, drilling into where the iron is. Absolutely love it. Down here to the left, we have a long corridor. This is kind of like one of the only places where we have something like this, a long corridor that's just completely overtaken by skulk. And there'll definitely be some coins and ember drops and stuff like that. Maybe some artifact drops back here. And we got a little open, peek hole here, I guess you could say, where you can look down and see the entire length of the first floor of the Black Mines. I think it just looks like great. It's a great little view from here. Another room here. This is a copper mining room. It doesn't make much sense. You can pretty much mine every ore you want in this dungeon, but it's fun and it gives a lot of variety. So yeah, the copper room here kind of meanders around. It's like a thick little copper thing over here. So they would have been mining back here. And one of the things I want to show is this staircase here. So this is a good example of a staircase that connects the two levels together. They're kind of, I don't want to say hidden, but narrow little staircases along the edges of the map. And this is what makes traveling or traversing level 3 of Decked Out is so interesting. Is finding these staircases and seeing where they connect is going to be tricky. And it leads down into a little lapis room down here that's got this amazing little cart here on wheels with a little track system. Absolutely love how this turned out here. These tracks here, like you had to use stairs and everything here so the walls wouldn't link up. And you get like this nice tracking system, and the grindstones just look absolutely perfect as wheels that push this little cart around. Perfect stuff. We've got kind of a water themed room here. Like it's a little bit more aquatic and lush, I guess you could say. Some vegetation growing down here with another drill that was drilling in where the lapis is. But again, it's starting to become overgrown. We got some fish that they want to live down here. All sorts of details. Continuing on, this is a great view. I'm just kind of jumping around everywhere here. Hi, Mumbo Drone. This is a good view right here. You can just get a good sense. We're on floor 2 here in the Great Hall, and you just get a sense of the size and depth of this place. It's great. I love these little crossways here. Little side fun fact here, these little fires here, they're more than aesthetic. They look like, aesthetic like braziers or something like that, but it's actually interesting because a player really won't go across that because it's like there's a very good chance you're going to burn yourself. But the warden obviously doesn't care about fire. So if the warden could walk right across these walkways here, across all of them. So if there's a warden like over there and they see you, they could just be like right across here. And I don't think the player will expect that, which is a good thing. But moving across here, there's a couple rooms I want to show you for sure here that I think are just absolutely incredible. This is a gold mining processing room here. You can see this massive gear machine here, and you can just hear this machine working with the gears turning and everything, grinding out all the gold bits in the wall here. And then it's kind of putting everything on this little conveyor belt system that moves along here and goes through the little tunnel there and into the next room where it comes out here, comes along the conveyor, goes into the furnace in the back there, comes out as a nugget, and then you got a little block here, and it gets stacked up on the pile. I just love how these two rooms like fit together. A little bit of extra storage and stuff here. Great. It just, the whole mine shaft here area here just feels like it was functional and it was working. But now the wardens have been here and they've been just spreading their disease everywhere. And you can see down here in this room, we actually have another staircase here that leads down to floor 1 of the Black Mines, where we have a kind of lava themed area, I guess you could say. We're on floor 1, so things are starting to get hot here, a little overgrown, not overgrown, but fire is starting to take over the place here. Another diamond mining room in there that is, lava is peeking in and fire is just starting to overtake everything. And down here on floor 1, we're down now at the entrance to level 4. Again, these are the copper blocks we looked at from way up there, so you can see just the height again here and the chain that lowers down. And obviously when the chain is here, you can't get down. You'll be able to see down there, but you won't be able to get down there. But again, these copper blocks are all going to retract from double piston extenders in a nice little pattern, and the player will drop down. And this is the last place right here where you could put a key to gain access to level 4. And since this is the bottom floor of the Black Mines, I wanted to do something a little bit more fiery and lava based. Again, because you're getting close to the next level, things are starting to heat up here. So I have these kind of like magma lava fire areas in the middle here that I don't think the players are going to intentionally go into. But again, the warden will walk right across the fire. There's a little staircase here to get in and out on each side there over there as well. So again, if there's a warden there, they'll just drop drop right down in, walk across, climb up the stairs, and come right at you. So many rooms, I won't even have time to show you. Again, you guys should really check out the live stream replay on the second channel. But we have a redstone mining room here with a vertical drill that is drilling down into the magma. Again, looking for some redstone bits and everything. Absolutely love how everything in these little rooms came together. And then meandering through the black corridors here is one of the things I really like about the mines here is on both ends of this level, it opens up into a larger cavern here. Okay, so you can see there's all kinds of like little three-dimensional like you go down there to do some mining, you can go back here to do some mining, all these little alcoves and little mini caves and things. There's a second tier up there with some like scaffolding and stuff. Let's actually walk up there. To get up there, you either need jump boosts or you got to walk all the way around here, walk across all this thing. I'll show you, there's a good view from up here. But again, there's all these like little extra scaffolding areas. People could do some mining back here, and you just get a great view of the whole area here. There's like a crane or some kind of operating system here where you can lift this cart up, and the idea is it would rotate around and lower down, and the miners could fill it up, and then it would lift it back up to the second level there, where they could just, there's a mine cart there that would drive it down and then take it out of the mines. Got our fancy little cart here full of coal ready to be removed from the dungeon. Absolutely love it. And this staircase that I built here, this staircase here takes you back up to the second floor. You can see this is the crane operating the mine cart here, and again, get a good overlook of this vast open area. So if we head down to the other one at the other end, I'll show you if I can do this with my elytra sheeties. See if I can hop over here. Anyways, everything's fine. This is the other end now. This is the one of the other larger caverns that opens up, so you can see all the way up to the third floor up there. And again, more mining operations over here, more scaffolding for multi-tier stuff. And I actually decided to add some like lava pits and stuff over here. These are warden proof. The warden cannot fall in there because they're hype, but the player definitely could if they wanted to. One there, one over there with some smoke coming out, and then I think there's another one over here. Yep. And a staircase here which leads back up to floor 4. It's kind of a maze following all these staircases around, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be very terrifying. Once you put a warden in here with some blindness effects, it's gonna be, the players are just gonna be always scared, and I can't wait. Now, the thing to note is the entrance to level 4, as you know, is down in there, right? Through that copper there. The way back is kind of at the base of this little tower here, right here. This is probably going to be a bubble vader or something. I'm not sure yet, where the player will return from here. So to get from here to, they essentially have to go to up here to get home, but to do that, there is not a direct route at all. You're gonna have to weave through all the levels, find the staircases, crisscross across multiple of these walkways here and everything. It's gonna be difficult. Honestly, there's just so much more to see, but here, there's one room I want to show you in particular here. Going down to the left, this leads down all the way to the first floor of the black mines, but stopping off here is the warden's office. This is kind of like a little management area where not the warden, what am I saying? The foreman's the warden does not sit around in an office chair. Yes, that would be very weird. The warden just asking, how can I help you, sir? No, the foreman's office. He's got a little bell outside. I said he's got a little bell outside here with a little mailbox, and you go inside and it's just a beautiful office with a desk and the flickering lights that just randomly flicker on and off. You'll be able to see a little patio. There we go. There you go. I love it. I love this. It's a randomizer up there. All this shelving and stuff for extra stuff. I gotta get more stuff on these metal shelves here, but extra supplies, filing cabinets, all sorts of things in here. Little rivets on the sides. All these little details here. It's starting to collapse in though. It's great. The ceiling with the beams up there and everything. I absolutely love this room. So now, if you've been paying attention, you've been hearing some skulk sensors going off throughout the dungeon. You can see one here. You can see one right there. Another one up over there. They're all kind of hidden, but they're all placed in very specific locations. These are going to be swapped out once 120 hits. These are going to be swapped out for calibrated skulk sensors. And we have an interesting kind of dilemma down here on levels 3 and 4. Obviously, we can't, like we did in level 1, we hid evokers in the walls, right? And when the player gets to max clank, the evokers kind of are revealed, and they, you know, they release the Vex. We can't do any of that on levels 3, 4 because the wardens will sniff out the evokers and just blastificate them right through the walls. So we're gonna need something a little bit different for levels 3 and 4. We can't use Vex as the major clank deterrent, but I obviously want clank to still have a penalty down here, or something that they have to be concerned about their clank levels. We're still gonna have clank detectors and everything down here, but when they get to max clank, it's got to mean something. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use the calibrated skulk sensors, and the fact that if you have an adjacent amethyst block next to a calibrated skulk sensor, you can relay that signal that the skulk sensor hears to other adjacent skulk sensors. And we're going to develop something down here that I'm coining as agronet. And I agree, that's quite a bit of a weird term, but to adequately describe what I mean by this, we're going to have to drop into a creative world, and we're going to explain what we're going to do here. All right, so we're gonna go into a little bit of what makes a warden actually aggro on a player here. You can see I'm in survival. We're in a new creative world here though, and I got a warden locked down here. I've got a little plugin on the right that shows the anger level, and normally you have to get within 16 blocks of a warden for him to actually perceive you right there. And when he does, he adds 30 or 34, 35 anger to his internal anger meter thing. And every time I get close to him within that 16 blocks, you can see the little particle, it adds another 35 or 30 or whatever it is. And if I get up to 80 right there, that's when he decides to roar and will chase me at top speeds. If he can't reach me, he'll try to blast me. You guys know the deal. However, once we bring in the calibrated skulk sensors into the deal, they can detect your movement up to 16 blocks away and will relay it to a nearby warden up to 16 blocks away, possibly another direction. So best case scenario, the warden can detect you moving and add anger to you from up to 32 blocks away. So you can see how it relays now. I'm much farther than 16 blocks away from him now, and I'm still getting anger on that warden that is super far away. There he goes. So where this gets really interesting now and terrifying for the players is if I put these amethyst blocks next to the calibrated skulk sensors, like so, like so, like so, okay? Now, I am obviously more than 16 blocks away. I'm probably close to 60, 70 blocks away. Let me go into survival now, and I'll take a step forward, and boom, I just got aggro on that warden from 70 blocks away. Every step I take here relays through each of these calibrated skulk sensors, through the amethyst blocks, and aggro's the warden. And now I can take one more step here. I am on the other side of the dungeon, essentially. Boom. That warden is angry at me and is sprinting at me right now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hook up behind the scenes a hidden network of redstone, essentially, that has all of the amethyst blocks on sticky pistons retracted by default. But when max clank is hit, that network is going to be activated, and all of the amethyst blocks are going to extend so that they're all now touching the calibrated skulk sensors, which is terrifying, because now what that means is no matter where I go in the dungeon, you can see the lights light up and the warden gains aggro on me from the other side of the dungeon. So pretty much once max clank is hit, all the wardens on the level are gonna pretty much be instantly coming for you.
Hello,
there you are. There you are.
Hey,
how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. You know, the usual.
Good.
Hey,
awesome, man.
You're collecting for the museum, right?
That I am.
Okay, I've got something for you. All right, something special, something very special, one of a kind. It's a very special item to me, but I figured it would better serve to be on display so everyone can see its full glory.
Okay. Is this what I think it is?
It might be. It's there it is. There it is.
Oh, look at that.
The crown.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
There it is. There it is.
That's fancy.
Probably the person who should have had it in the first place. But
No. Dude, this was legendary.
It is legendary. Yeah.
Dude, I saw you do this, and I was so inspired, I wanted to go run up a mountain. That's how inspired I was.
Right,
So this
right.
this will definitely have
Yes.
its own little section
Its own
in
prime spotlight in the museum. Yeah, it'll be
Yes.
a good fit, I think. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I may even recreate like part of the parkour bit.
There you go.
With,
That,
like,
that
the
final
crown on
jump.
top.
Yeah.
Like an interactive exhibit.
Oh, there you
it's gonna be
go.
great.
If you want to get to see the crown, you got to do a little parkour yourself. There it is.
Yes. Yes. I like that idea.
How's it
That's
going?
a great idea.
How's you collecting all the bits and all the things?
Oh, Tango, you would not believe the amount of stuff on this server is insane. You can go in there. There's Easter eggs in there. There's music discs. There's horns. There's a lot of interactive stuff.
So good.
I'm trying to make stuff interactive.
Okay, you let me know when
exciting.
it's done. I definitely I want a full tour. I want to check it out. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
Absolutely. Thank you for the crown, Tango.
You
This is
got it.
fantastic.
You got
this will
it.
fit
Display
so
it
well. Thank you.
Okay, later, man.
Will do. See you, man.
All right, then. So here is the situation. Level 3 is built. It is fully built. I don't have to do anything more with it building-wise, but we got to do the redstone. And obviously the redstone is going to be tricky because there's 3 floors. You can see floor 1, floor 2, and floor 3. I did intentionally leave quite a bit of gap. There's like 4 or 5 block gap in most places. So there should be plenty of room, but I still got to snake some redstone around, and it's definitely going to be tricky. I got to bring the bus lines from up there down here, probably wrap it around. And yeah, it's definitely going to be tricky, but I'm already thinking about level 4, which is going to be pretty much right here. I mean, there's plenty of room down here. I don't want to go too far that way because I'm concerned about redstone load distance and stuff, but there's plenty of room down here, all right in here for level 4. And I think, I'm trying to think here, like where the actual stairs are. Not stairs, this is what I meant. The drop area is right here. So I will have to dig out this right below me. But let me see, where does it go? It'll pop out probably like right where this pillar is. Right here will be the entrance to level 4, and you can see there's plenty of area around here. So I'm already thinking about what the tile set's going to be, the palette, what kind of theme and everything. Definitely going to be a lot of skulk and fire, but I'm not sure what else. Maybe some warped wood stuff. I'm not sure. A lot of ideas, a lot of possibilities. But I gotta say, I mean, I know there's still a lot of work to do, but I kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Level 4 is just gonna be one open floor. It's gonna be much easier to build than level 3 was. And we got a little bit of redstone. At that point, we're wrapping up odds and ends. So, I mean, we should be done in a week or so, right? Right? I mean, for real though, I do feel like I'm getting kind of close. I'm not going to put in any estimates or anything because I'll miss them guaranteed, but I'm getting excited. And that's all we're going to say. So with that said, it is back to the grind. Not a day goes by where I'm not working on something. It's time to get crazy with the redstone on level 3 and start thinking about level 4. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.